Stinky, floppy jellyfish. Washed up on the beach now. And then what are you going to do, Jelly? When I come by and poke at you with my stick?
Why, Tenno, what an intriguing warframe you have. I look forward to adding it to my inventory.
Let's do this!
Look at me, Tenno. Don't you want this? Can't you see what a gift this is?
very excited now. The anticipation. Ooh.
Welcome to Warframe Wednesdays. Can you only say words that begin with W? No, that sentence had plenty of words that did not have W's in. Therefore, that confirms, no, I can say things that haven't got W's in. Welcome to Warframe Wednesday, where we're going to be jacking it off once again. Wow. I say that. We'll try and finish another section of the jack in it, but, I mean, it's taking quite some time. The way I'm doing it, which is one piece a week, is taking forever. Anyway, Necros is my plan. Necros is my man who can accomplish that plan. Let's have a look at his upgrades. I think they're... No. Okay, I'm missing a thing. What am I missing? Why do I care? I don't know. Right. I probably exchanged it out for something else, but I don't know what that something else was. Right, okay. Well, no, I upgraded it, I suspect, is the statement. So, what do we think I upgraded that ruined that? Transient Fortitude? No, I don't remember upgrading that any recent occasion. Okay. This could be slightly... Oh, Fast Deflection. I mean, Fast Deflection is good, but it wouldn't have been one that I upgraded. Carnage Carapace, 90% to the armour. The armour's not that high with the old Necros. He's a bit more caster type. A bit like sugar. A bit like caster sugar. It's a bakery joke for you. A bakery joke. You don't often get those. I'm sure you probably do. Intensify, motherfucker. Yes, no, we've got Intensify. In fact, we've got Maximum Intensify, Maximum Streamline. So yeah, Ability Strength. Well, having said that, Ability Strength. Oh, well, that's quite handy. So yes, a blow so powerful it turns the enemy's very soul into a deadly projectile, damaging all in its path. Terrify. That's the one I'm after. Because I think that'll make the getting rid of them out of my area, as it were, a little bit easier, because they essentially run away. Desecrate, yes, again, that's, yeah, okay. And shadow versions, so yeah, I'm really not sure. Is there a way to find out? No, I don't think there is, but I think there was a way of figuring out what did what. I suppose the easiest way might be to go like that. And now, Intensify. Let's put that in and see what it's doing. Okay, damage multiplier, health multiplier, shield multiplier for my troops. The armor reduction and the enemies affected. Okay. And just straight up damage for the soul punch. That's, yes, no, that's well worth. That's well worth keeping then. Streamline is efficiency, continuity is the duration, flow, constant. It's got to be. Stretch is the thing I'm missing here. So where, pray tell? Ah, there's a stretch modificator. There's a maximum stretch modificator. So yes, stretch modificator. That'll do nicely. And I have one left over, which suggests, yes, fuck it. Stick a little more health in him. That's probably worthwhile. That's debatable at this point, but it's often worth having a bit of extra energy so that you can sort of... He stands there, crotch out. This is my crotch. My crotch is amazing. Ooh, Pinky. I'm Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. I always quite like this one, which is probably why it's in first place, but let's just brighten the second energy, because I quite like doing that. And now, yes, you've got the Siandana there. Let's have a look at your attachments. I suppose I feel obliged, since as I have them, to work... Oh, no. No, fuck that then. Fuck that. We're having the Mortos Binds. Or, yes, Mortos Binds. For they are very much... Let's copy the main colours, although I might change my mind, because the binds might look better not as they are. I think bats would probably look good for Necros. Yeah, I think bats go well with Necros. And now, chest pieces. I don't know if the sort of bio one's going to look good. See, that one just looks good. It's probably the best armor piece I've got for the chest, because it just looks good. Extra sort of illness. I think those ones are probably going to look quite nice, although they are they're a bit chunky, aren't they? A little bit chunky. That one's not too bad. It's not too bad, but I do quite like the Nabarus rings, especially if I'm using the sort of the bats ephemera anyway. The old wings probably nice enough. It's not awful. That I don't like. Biomechanicals again, or mechanized. Actually, it's nothing to do with bios. It's just, I don't know. I quite like them, just not necessarily for this purpose. Which is, you know, what other purpose do you have apart from this? Yeah, the ring things do look quite good. No, alright, I might go techie. Let's go techie on the legs. But what we might try and do, although having said that, all of the armour pieces look quite good with the darkness, the dark and the white being where they are, but the binds, of course, yeah, would look vastly superior if I put in a black there. So let's try putting in a black there, and then let's try putting in a more whitish colour there. Ooh, yeah, actually that's going to look alright, isn't it? Although I'm still not sure about the techie feet. Techie feet. What sort of feet have you got? I've got techie feet. Super bright white. Yeah, super bright white. As white can be for the master of darkness. Right, cool-ish. And it certainly do. It will certainly do. I do quite like those Nabarus rings. Well, I must admit, I'm wondering if it would be better, because that's not the blackest black I can get my hands on. Because I'm fairly certain this would be the blackest black. Although, yeah, it only makes a difference, I think, to the... Will you please click? No. Game. There we go. It makes a little bit of difference to the mortis. So go on, that'll do. So he's had a little bit of a upgrade and an enhancement. Oh, I didn't mean to go back all the way out, because what I'd like to do is pop in here, get a black and white Astilla, and then pop in here, and oh, okay, well, they are ugly, so a black and white version of that's not going to be terrible. And I've already got the black and white version of the whip, so that's nice. Right, what are we doing? Jacking it off. That is what we're doing. We're gonna jack it off with my friend. Ooh, an Orokin Catalyst. Reward at 100. That's a straight up million. That is a straight up million points. Well, we might try and do that, although I can't remember. Have I done the Fomorian? No, or at least not immediately as much as I can remember. So the Fomorian Fret. Okay, interesting. Orcus Relay levels 20 to 30, not too bad. 200 grand, which I really could need, and Orokin Catalyst. And yeah, at 1 million. So we'll probably get involved in that, but at the moment, Rising Tide is beckoning to me. Although, let's just double check. I don't think it made much difference last time, because I think these quests are set and gauged to be specific things. As you know, the enemies are specifically timed and planned. There's no real difference between doing the whole thing in sort of solo or public mode. It will automatically do you in a single player quest sort of fashion. Now, hopefully, at the very least, my guns... But, I mean, you say I need this. I mean, I think it's more you that needs this. I'm just taking it stealthy and cagey. Nick Cagey. Yeah, well, never mind the... Okay. Fucking... I love you, Helios. I love you. But remember when I said this was supposed to be stealthy? And you just decided, nah, fuck it. I want to fire my lasers. There is sometimes secrets down here, but... a little tiny secret here. Pointless secret, but tiny and present nonetheless. And whoosh! Up into the sky, blue yonder, whooshing away all of my woes. Yeah, whipping it like a whip higher. It's a very fun weapon, the old whips. Especially, although this is not just a whip. It's not just any whip. It's a Marks and Spencer's blade whip. So you've got all the benefits of an up-close and personal blade with all the benefits of a slightly more distant based whippage. Anyway, let's go back to using a gun. This thing, yeah, it's not too bad against them, but they are... As I could use, they are. I don't think it's here yet. I don't know for certain, but I get the impression there is supposed to be an update coming shortly, which includes some more sort of tweaks and balances to the old frames themselves. And Necros is one of the ones getting said tweaks and adjustments. And I believe Soul Punch, I think if it kills like it did just then, which makes it quite awesome. If it oh no, maybe it didn't. Maybe he just went under the stairs. Well, that's a hell of a magic trick, isn't it? Did he go under the stairs or is he dead? I don't know. Could be either. Could be either. Could easily be either one. Is he dead or is he under the stairs? Soul Punch. Yeah, there you go. It's not actually killing him in one. So I think what I managed to do was I pushed him into the stairs. The effects led me to believe the guy was dead, but actually the guy wasn't dead. So it's kind of like, oh my, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, I suppose my plan of terrifying them may be scuppered if there's too many of those disruptor fellas, because they are, oh, I mean, they are my bane. They are my bane. My bane, Batman. You stop doing that. Oh, fuck off, towers. Fuck off. I know you're a bot, but telling you to fuck off makes me feel better. I suppose we probably ought to deal with it. Go on. Off you fuck. There you go. Have it there. No, don't time out. No, just straight up ban. Off you fuck. Off you fuck, son. Right, we found our nacelle, so deploy the skinner.
Best in class. Scanning. Sights up. Safety's off.
I mean, my safety was never on, mate. My safety was never on. I keep forgetting. For some reason, I don't know why. I've got it in my brain. Got it in my brain.
Interference drones.
That this gun that I'm wielding at the moment, the Astela, is a semi-automatic. So I constantly wield it like a semi-automatic. So I keep pumping the trigger. When in reality, it's a fucking machine gun. It's a full automatic. So you can just fire the gun as a full automatic then. But I don't know why. There's something, it's something in the visual and something in the description that has lodged my brain into this thought track that it is in fact a semi-automatic where you gotta just keep pushing the trigger to get the effect going. There you go. It's not hugely important. I will just clarify there, but nonetheless, you may just, you know, I don't know how obvious it is. You might be able to hear me tip-tapping the controller, and therefore maybe sort of there going, now why does he keep tapping the button when he can just hold it down? I do not understand. Oh, shite. Getting rid of that bot. Got rid of my other cheap books. Silly Billy. Oh well, at least we found a lootable. I hadn't entirely intended to do that. Oh, now I'm confused. Ah, through the vent and far away. That's where the Warframes like to play. So the big problem is it's just not being only rank 11. I suppose technical terms, rank 11. And fear me. But these two, as fun as the Twin Rogers are, they are just not hugely effective. Shadows of the Damned, yes. Now I'm slightly confused as to who's who. I don't know, I must admit, I'm not sure how the shadows interact with the Disruptor. I get the oh, bloody interference drones. Oh, bloody hell. Fucking concubines again. I really want those in my face. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say that. I will try my firing my lasers. Now back to slicing and dicing. As soon as the interference drones are here, we might as well try and deal with those first. Oh, dang it. Oh, now these are semi-automatic and I'm holding it down. Oh, good. Utterly useless. Utterly 100% useless. Oh, Oricon Cell. That's always a nice little bonus. Can't go wrong with an Oricon Cell. Well, I'm sure you could go wrong with an Oricon Cell if you really put your mind to it, but fundamentally I wouldn't recommend going wrong with an Oricon Cell. Questions? I have a few. Questions? I have a few. Ah, there it is. I just didn't see the Disruptor grate. Otherwise I would have gone straight in. Straight in and straight on. And now we take care of the interference drone. Right. Yes, I plan to, mate. I plan to, don't worry. Oxium, that's always nice to have. So it's nice to just collect the old resources and not need them. It's a very pleasant feeling that you don't often get with this game, because it's kind of like, usually it's, well, I can't get the bloody resources. I need them, but I can't get them. Terrify again, yeah. So, yeah, the benefit of Necros is, A, he's firing, he brings backup to the situation by summoning his dudes. So the enemies will die a little easier. But also, oh, bloody interference drones again! Christ almighty, game. Do you want to do less interference drones and more, you know, not that? So, no, they are dying. Just didn't look like the health bar was going down. Mixed with the fact. No, maybe not. No, this one's definitely not. Weird. Oh, that's one of mine, isn't it? It's one of mine. That's why it won't do, because it's one of mine. That's why it's the strange wispy haziness and not a solid construction. There we go. See the difference? This one you can really see and you can really lay the blade into, whereas the other one was wispy. Unfortunately, I have that habit a lot. Just don't see. Oh god, another one of them things. Okay, if you wouldn't mind not existing. Back to here, back to here, back to slaying bomb ballistic doodles. Good, that's another one by the dust. Now we got two left, and I can't find the crate. Oh, great. Where is the crate? Oh, that's three of them. We don't really want that in our lives. Free of the sentinels. Tell you who. I think what doesn't help is there's one in this location as well, which was putting a red indicator over around this area. Not 100%, I'm not going to lie. It was clear that it wasn't where I was attacking, but nonetheless, it was enough to make my eyes just go, oh yeah, no, that's where I want to go. Yes, I'll get back to it. Just give us a second. Oh, Christ, Moa, go away. I'm so glad I've got this sort of fancy blade, because otherwise... Although I must admit, the Rogers are surprisingly effective. I'll just get rid of this concubine since it's right there. Could you... There we go, got rid of the concubine. Soul Punch! Soul Punch really didn't do much. Get out of my area. Back up. What is that? Back up. Oh, there you go. That's... Oh, no. There you go. That is a further part of the problem I was having.
Ruptured. Otherwise, fine.
Good. Good, 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 good. Alright, we should be able to make that jump. Whee! Slash you up like a good one. And in a moment or two, what we'll do is beam cannon. Because A, the beam cannon removes their weakness, their sort of immunities. Well, it removes their immunities mixed with the fact that it just does straight damage to them. Although now they are. Beam cannon once again. So I can go back to slicing it. Slicey dicey. Oh dear. Well, I didn't pay attention to my health bar. Which is not the best of decisions. And soul punch. Let's just get the fuck out. I don't need to worry about fighting enemies, especially since I'm really near the end. Did I hit the end? No, I did not actually. Okay, well, opportunity knocks. Once in a lifetime, yo. I can pop back here and grab this loot. Not the world's most important of loots, but, you know, it's still loot. I'm surprised that sort of cut me out of there, but never mind. We are now at the exit, marvellous. La 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 la. What did we get? Intact sentient core, that's always nice. Oracle cell, I specified, always nice. More of them, wouldn't go amiss. The starboard nacelle, which, let me guess, needs a fixing. I must admit, I should try and remember. I'll take off the doodah. I'll take off the red veil thing. So we'll do that first before I forget. Because I don't really... I mean, it doesn't make that much difference because the red veil are going to hate me for ever more, no matter what. But, I don't know. I just like to sort of... I could change it up to the other one, but I think we'll just... I suppose I could put the mastery sigil on my back again. We sort of... yeah, we don't really want it in blue. Black and white is kind of what we're all about as this version of Necros. So maybe what happens if I make that the darker shade of grey? There's still a little bit of gold in there, but that's not too bad. Not the worst anyway. I suppose yeah, we can have a bit more grey if we have the alpha, but no, I think it's all right the way it is there. I doubt any front sigil is going to look decent. Because, yeah, it's going to sit... The problem is it sits behind the armour piece. If you're going to have a front sigil, you really want to sort of not have anything else on the chest piece, I think. Technically, it's entirely up to the person who's playing the game, but my thoughts, my insignificant thoughts, are very much based on the idea that you don't want to do that. Mercy kill an enemy shouldn't be too bad, but also... yeah, it's not the greatest because it's kind of like, oh dear. Rising Tide. Install the nacelle. Let's pop to the dojo and see what it's all about. As I say, one assumes I'm going to have to build the nacelle, which is standard, and then it'll be next week before we do anything else. But I'm thinking... I mean, I've got the main body of it, haven't I? Yeah. I don't know, there might be a piece missing. Obviously, that's going to be our starboard nacelle. I don't know whether there's going to be something up there that connects into that big hole, or that big hole is something else entirely. Because I don't really know what to expect from what the overall final shape is. But there is... our starboard nacelle and our port nacelle.
Preserve the crew. Tunguska capacitor charged.
Yeah, secret files. Tunguska.
Pulls the trigger. Nothing happens.
Well,
Zada reports engines offline.
I think you should have
Shields offline.
get a new trigger.
Weapons offline. Personal lights flash on as the first missiles hit. I watch as Sukin, along with his gunnery chair, is sucked into the infinite.
I assume that's why you didn't call him Suckin, because that would have been a bit on the nose, wouldn't it? Suckin, get sucked in.
We are spinning. Zada calls for assistance. I am silent. Proteus' attempts to save our engines proves fatal. I watch as he is engulfed in flame. Zada is alone at the helm. She beholds the distant flash of torpedo tubes. She says my name. The viewplate blossoms. She ceases to exist.
Well, brought us down at the end there, didn't you, Matt? Right, I should be able to contribute. Oh, yes, there we go. This one's a 6 hour. Was it always 6 hours? Yeah, it was actually. For a split second, I thought it wasn't. I thought it was only 5. But can we actually take a trip out into it? Yes, we can. Colour me impressed, game. Colour me impressed. Yeah, I can't deny this tube, because it is classified as the Railjack, which does suggest it possibly goes on a rail. So this hole might be what it defines as a rail. So it hooks on somehow. God knows how. I mean, I suppose it might be an energy rail rather than like an actual rail. And this looks like it's a part of it as well. Oh well, now I fell off, but that's because I wasn't concentrating too much. Yeah, if we pop back up here, you can see what's quite nice. And this is lovely attention to detail. I don't know who these men are. I suppose they're workers from Fortuna, aren't they? As you can tell by the fact that they're mostly robots. But yeah, and I suppose technically we do rescue an awfully large volume of prisoners, so having a fully staffed dojo is not that outrageous. But yeah, I quite like the fact that they are just sort of rouged. I do like their tools. I don't know if we can get that tool as a weapon, because I mean Dead Space had a wonderful array of fixer-upper tools that were perfectly good at killing things. So I do wonder if some of these are perfectly good at killing things as well. But there, let's pop down here and have an investigate of this. Because again, this is all, I think this is all classified technically. Yeah, this is all technically classified as part of the starboard engine, or nacelle as they call it. So let's pop back up, see how far up we can go. And the one I'm curious about, I'm assuming no matter what it's going to look a bit scrappy, because you can tell that the middle bit's been fixed up and yet is still moderately scruffy. And no, okay, fine. I had wondered, obviously the engineers are gone, but I'd wondered if maybe it would look better this side. But maybe that's probably something for a later occasion, isn't it? You get to choose your colour scheme perhaps later once you've actually built the thing. But yes, I'm making semi-decent progress on this Railjack. And it's sort of got a little fin at the bottom there. I'm assuming it's actually got 2 fins at the bottom there, because obviously... Oh, geez, do you know what? It's weird. Running on it doesn't give me quite as much of a sense of scale as when you start running away from it and you realise quite how big that fucker is. I genuinely kind of... I don't know what to expect. I mean, knowing Warframe, it might be a really shitty mode that I absolutely loathe and despise, but this mission's really been quite fun. Just this sort of building up this giant ship. Oh, it's been quite an interesting array of doings. I think it's been quite fun, that one. Now at this point, of course, 6 hours until we get what we need. So at this point, I really must work on that. But that, I suppose, yeah, that could coincide with Mizaku farming, which is what we were doing previously. Oh, I'm slightly concerned there. My paper notes had disappeared. Oh, no, say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights on. Carry me home. So yeah, we'd want to look for the neuroptics of Gara. So that's definitely an option. But the other option, I think, and the slightly more... Oh, I've got I don't know whether we got these last week. I think I bought them last week, didn't I? But I've got some more floofs. You can see there's a floof at the front, and then a second floof in the secret floof corner. And then, do I have anything else new? I think I do. Although having said that, most of this I think was... I tend to just do Warframe Wednesdays now. But, what was it? Oh yeah, look, the caged Kuwaka. Caged Kuwaka. And we put him on the middling there. And I've still got a free shelf. Oh, and then, yes, I updated my Nabrous hand to be just hidden in the corner there. Yeah. Don't think, outside of that, I don't think there's anything particularly new. I must admit, I think I might... Yeah, I feel like I want to get rid of the polyp off of Necros. Yes, we are as one. If you wouldn't mind, just doing the polyp, that's the one. That's lovely. I mean, the problem, mate, is it's not really that beautiful. I mean, I accept all of your other bits and pieces, but I don't really need a lump on my neck. It kind of ruins the flow and the sleek lines of my frame. And if I do want a line on my neck, so fun fact, if you do want to do more to do with that polyp, you can. If you've got Nidus, you can just install a polyp and be done with it. Right, let's go back to public, and then what we'll do... I don't know what that is. What is that? Select a mission to join a crew. Oh, this is Railjackin. Well, I don't... Well, I got... Yes, no, this is Railjackin. Interesting. So I could technically just explore and do some Railjacking if I wanted to, but... Join any crew. No, I'd prefer to wait. I'll wait until my Railjack is completed before we start actually jacking it. Let's try and figure out what the fuck I'm doing on this. In your loadout, yes. Yes, I do. Right. Fomorian Disruptors, yes. Do I happen to have a Fomorian Disruptor? Or do I have to work on the idea of building one? Gear. Right. Air support, glare. I think... As much as I don't like adding the gear, because it makes life awkward, I think. I feel like that's probably the least useful. Actually, no, tell a lie. I don't need that Echo Law on the actual thing, because all you need, if you equip your trank gun, you get that. You get all of the Echo Laws you can use attached to that. Ah, there we go. A Fomorian Disruptor. When activated, it disrupts. Oh, really? A Fomorian Disruptor, when activated, disrupts a Fomorian's core, making it vulnerable. Also shields Tano from Omega radiation. So yeah, I think it's a dispensable thing. But I do believe, whoops, that's not what we wanted. What we want is FOMO. FOMO will do, because, yeah, Fomorian Disruptor. Omega Isotopes. Okay. Let's build a new one. And then figure out... I'll have to probably look up how you get Omega Isotopes. Unless it does tell you. Does it tell you here? Where are you? You stupid little thing. Fomorian Disruptor. Wait, the Fomorian... It should be here somewhere. And this is alphabetical order, so you would expect it... Yeah. Oh, no, there it is. It's not alphabetical order, or at least not as simple as alphabetical order. Oh, of course, because the... Yeah, we've got to wait until it's finished. That's the problem we've got. Might as well get some more of that stuff. Find that. Yeah, you might as well build some more of that stuff. Purge the Dagonic. Might as well build some more of that. Tier Azurite. Go on, I've got a spare flu. A spare flu? Yes, a spare flu. Very much got a spare flu. Can't actually physically build any more of that. That's a hell of an expensive one to build, but we've got the resources, so I might as well. Namalon, that's going to use all of my Namalon supplies. Pyrotic alloy. Again, that's going to... Oh no, I can't, because I do not have the cryotic. It's slightly disappointing. Should be able to do another former. Should probably start using a lot more of those formers. Fomorian Disruptor, there we go. So, Omega Isotopes. No, again, we're low on cryotic nowadays. But yes, unfortunately, Omega Isotopes, they don't specify, it would seem. I suppose it might be in the... Where is that? There is a... I think it might be in the computer at the front here. There's a sort of... The Codex. Universe... Objects... Fragments... No... Art Gallery mods... I mean, it might be objects? No... Again, this is alphabetical this time, so no, it's not. Now, okay, we'll have to probably consult the wiki. The wiki-woo, the wiki-wiki-woo. Right, now, this time, we will try a little Fomorian. So, off we pop to our Fomorian challenge and see precisely what mischief we can get up to here. I think I do vaguely remember it. I don't remember it enough to tell you precisely what it is, but I don't know. There's a part of me thinking there was Arcwing involved, but I might be wrong. Nope, this is Arcwing. Okay, it's not. I'm not.
Until you destroy all its shield generators.
Okay, that's fine. I can shoot one of them.
Good work.
Yes, I mean it was right in front of me, dear. Even I can shoot those.
Shields
Reach
down.
the core.
Now get inside.
How do we get inside? Yes. Yes, I do question how you get inside.
The net is down. Get going.
Okay, yes, a net has gone down.
There's the core.
She didn't have to, but you know.
Disruptor to out the power field.
I don't mind. I don't think it's rendered the texture, has it? Or it's just a really shitty texture. Ow. Ah, there's someone's doing a helpful waypoint, I think. Or
open fire.
okay, we really need more zoomy powers. Here we go. There's the waypoint. Right, let's pop round, see if we can find this entrance point. Round. There it is. Superb. Right, so EMP has shut down my powers, it would seem, which is slightly inconvenient, but nothing too major.
That power field will regenerate soon, and you do not want to hear when it does.
Oh, okay, right. Oh dear.
You've done your part, Tenno. Now
Yes.
rendezvous for
Get the fuck out the way, it would seem. Is this how you get out? Yes, it is. Marvellous. There we go, safe distance. I think that's it. I think that's done.
Get out of there, fast.
Well, that was slightly disappointing, especially because, as I say, I'm not entirely convinced these textures are loaded, because it shouldn't be all white. I think even my Arcwing may have not loaded properly, which is weird.
Mission complete.
Yeah, most of my
Excellent work,
Arcwing seems to have not loaded its textures properly. My ship has not loaded its textures properly. Nothing seems to have loaded its textures properly. Definitely an inconvenience, or it's just really bright light, but that seems silly. Seems very, very silly. Indeed. Right. Well, I think that seemed to be successful. Whoa, hey! You stared a Baylor in the eye and made it blink. You flew into the belly of the beast and struck it where it hurts. You have done on your part, but I urge you not to rest. Instead, take this reward and use it to finish the fight. Well, no. I have my rewards now. So long, sucker. So, yeah, okay, the million did it in one. Didn't need to worry about it, so yay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean that's marvelous. That's done. Next plan, I suppose, back to Fortuna, maybe. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Back to the idea of gathering. Let's go to Cetus first, because I think that's going to be worthwhile. And what I do just want to check in on is the mystery door that I can never fucking find. Mr. Doodar of the Quills. That's the plan, at least. pop in. Oh, that looks strangely blue. I suppose arguably. No, okay. Yeah, I think it's possibly. Because I did use partially a blue. I intended. What was that? Oh, I suppose it's them scraping their whale-like creature. Tally ho, tally he, tally hum, tally he. Right. Now find the door. But where is the door? Holy shit! I think I might have found the door immediately. Wow, I really did. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes. Oh, sorry, I was still on your table there.
Eidolon Seat Swang intercepted that isolated node SAD by Tenno SAD
Sentient
Park.
cores
Is
for
it
quill
time?
standing. So I've only got 12 of them, which is only going to get me 1200, which is not particularly good. That'll get me 500. I must have a look in that. So let's see. Other services, no. Browse wares.
We are prepared to provide.
Yeah, that's the highest one I've got. And then this one... I suppose... I don't know if I really need it or not, but still. Tier Azurite is going to be troublesome. But alright, fine. I'm going to buy that now. Because no, I'm not 100% convinced. Yes, I do own one. I'll get the blueprint and see what happens.
That will prove beneficial.
Now, so yeah, the crucial thing is I probably want to head back to... Yeah, I want to head back to the ship and see about that little blueprint that needs doing. See what we can... If we can get one of the upgraded things, or find out what's needed for the upgraded things. So what did we need? Core... Whoop, not core phi. Core. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Exceptional. Okay, so 2 times exceptional sentient core conversion. So I'd need 2 of them, and a radian centrum, and a heartnith. I have neither of those. Shite. I really had rather hoped I'd be able to do that. The Quassus and the Phantasma. I do like the look of the Phantasma. Ah, that would take all of my fucking sentient cores though. Ooh, this game knows how to irritate, and it knows how to irritate well. Alright, what actual rank do I need with this? Let's double check some of these information. Observer rank now. Right, let's pop back to Cetus. No, to Cetus please. Cetus. There we go. Cetus free will suffice. It makes no difference to me. Off we pop. Back down to Cetus we drop. Well, hopefully we won't drop, because that'll probably be quite painful, won't it? Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's a shame in the bright light, and I don't think it is a glitch as such. I think it is just in the bright light, the dark blue version of black, because it is technically a dark blue, is just not quite. It doesn't quite work in the bright sunshine. In the shadows, of course, my domain. Technically, I'm not a shadow creature, I suppose. So, yeah, I might look to change that, but we'll see. First things first, though. Observer rank. Which is the observer rank? Because that's going to kind of determine what I do.
We anticipate.
Browse the wear. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Quills standing. We're after. So. Rank up. Yeah, so the next one, A needs fucking sentient cores, Jesus Christ, and B is not observer. Oh, there we go, we can actually find out. Yeah, so that's the third, well, they classify it as 2, but obviously that's first, second rank. But ultimately, neutral is first, second, third, I would say. The quills reserve some attention, so yes. Blast. Does that information actually provide anything useful? After joining the syndicate, I don't think I've got... I think that's syndicates in general. I don't think there is a syndicate badge for this one, but I'll browse his wares, because if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be here somewhere, but I get the impression. Yeah, I can't see any obvious one.
Was it ever thus?
I suppose,
Tenno separating from simple nexus and
annoyingly,
Ongo primary.
we'll pop back to the ship again. It's a little bit back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I know, but nonetheless, it's kind of slightly necessary to test and figure out things. Right, regalia, back sigil, no, we'll go front sigil, because then I won't accidentally take one off. So, Arbiters of Hexus, Acolyte, Alad V, Awakened Lunar Sigil, Conclave Sigil, Cephalon Suda Sigil, Glassmaker Sigil, Grasp, Nabarus, Grustag, Hyena. I'm not seeing anything obviously Quills related, but I suppose I haven't gotten to Q yet. No, see, there's not, as far as I can tell, nothing that's obviously relating to the Quills. I don't know if the Glassmaker Sigil, if I reposition that suitably, so I knew I was going to get the wrong one. I was stood there going, it's definitely X, isn't it? It's definitely X. Maybe I want to shrink its height as well. I'm just sort of thinking, if I do something like this and then make it sort of a blood colour, we can sort of have blood dripping down his chest, and this will also serve a rather pleasant secondary purpose of, will it do anything of any significance or interest to me? I suppose technically, yeah, make it really subtle. That will work nicely. So we'll just sort of have it crossed like that. That'll do. That'll do. I don't think emblems do anything. It is only the sigils. Glassmakers. I could go full glassmaker, but that's entirely not necessary. Oh yes, no. And now let's just see. Oh, so that one's actually, interesting enough, that is not the one I thought it was. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser. So attachments. What? Okay, that might be right. Let's put that sort of the red version in there, and then the red version's in there that time, and then that's the white and the blue, unless that is doing it. I'm fairly certain that is just white. Can't see any discernible difference there, so it might work better if I just use the classic saturated white. Might not have that blue sheen that we didn't really want, and now we'll copy that over and hope. Oops, appearance, copy, that's it. And now the Meos, I think the Meos is far, let's double check the Meos. Appearance, what are you rocking? You are rocking that sort of the blue black rather than the black. So let's go again. We'll try and get some actual blacks in there, and I suppose we might as well change that up like I did for the other one as well. That's it, that'll do. No, that's entirely the wrong one, but that's fine. Oh, I need to change the attachment as well. Attachments, copy the colours. Oh, superb, that's the way. We like our developing Warframe. Right, back to Cetus. He goes to Cetus and he comes back again. He goes to Cetus and he comes back again. He goes to Cetus and then he stays, because this time we're going to look for our neuroptics for Gala, and then just, well, I don't know what. I'm still looking strangely blue. Yeah, I'm still looking strangely blue. It's mostly on the white of the gun, but there was a little bit, I think, on the whites of Necros as well. But I suppose I didn't actually change that white from being the Well, no, of course I did. Yeah, I don't know. He's looking strangely blue, and I don't know why. And that's making me strangely blue, because I can't figure out what the fuck I need to do about that whole affair. But yes, generally we want to build our standing with Cetus, whilst also gathering stuff for Gara, whilst also figuring out, right, so the actual Rancop, oh, I shouldn't have used that, okay, that's a shame, but that shouldn't be too bad. Cheeky bit of mining, with a bit of luck we can get some Pyro back. I just have to then remember not to use said Pyro, but nonetheless, right, let's do some bounties. Right, we're after neuroptics, I said. And neuroptics we want. So it's this one, search and rescue.
Alright, chop chop.
I'll chop anything that's in my way, sir. I do have a very nice little chop blade. Now I'm hoping, are we going to get some friends? Friends? I did set it back to public, so... I think the only problem, of course, is, yeah, there's not as many friends doing this than there is Deimos. So you tend to not have so many friends lurking around here. Which technically would mean I'd have to do my own
We can't let the
doings.
terrorize the people of Cetus.
Oh
Find
no,
this
we got
trapper
a friend
and
this time.
bring him
Marvellous.
back to safety.
Just having a cheeky little look
I've
for
identified a drone that was active near the Ostrov's
little bit
last
of,
known location. Bring it to me so
Iridite,
I
I
can
believe.
examine its logs.
Well, I don't. It's plausible Iridite doesn't exist
The
on some
drone is
occasions.
nearby.
Yeah! Oh, I missed them all. But I still made one hell of an entrance, despite missing everything. Yes. Explode in midair, sir. So this is the drone. Hack that drone. Oh, again, with the really easy one that's slow.
The drone is under our control now.
So it's genuinely alarming how the easiest of these can prove problematic. So something's firing somewhere.
They're sending
Not
another wave to
100%
take
sure.
out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Oh, that's a friend. Sorry. It's just, you know, I see random people, I shoot random people. Soul punch. Soul punch. Do. You're a soul punch. Let's go, Twin Rogers. Let's go forth and soul punch you people into oblivion. Oh dear, we've got we've stumbled into ghoul territory every time. I'm floating through the air, floating through the
Warframe inbound.
moonlit shore.
Don't let them harm the drone.
I don't think that's the words, but it might be. Might me feel good if it was. I mean, I'm slightly more cultured than I actually am. And that's always fun to know. There's a fucking dude here. No, maybe not. I can hear gribblers, but I can't seem to do much
They're
to
sending
locate the
another wave
gribblers.
to take out the drone.
That's
Stay
nice.
vigilant.
That's nice for me. Oh, the drone's right behind me. There it is. Oh, bang! And the dirtbag is gone. Bang! And the dirtbag is gone. I don't 100% think that was entirely me, but hey, I'll take the credit. Always happy to take the credit of other people's work. Not strictly speaking true, but a little bit. Hello to you too. We are, of course, as is predictable, and the general theming of the day, we are, of course, doing a Warframe. Oh, that's a little one of them. I'm going to take that Maprico tree. In the most dramatic fashion. Bang. Hey guys, bang, bang, bang. Just not quite got enough punch. You saw it was doing a fair chunk of change. A fair chunk of change on that bad boy. I thought it was Anthem. No. It is indeed a Warframe. What was I watching the other day that looked almost exactly like Anthem?
You captured the location.
Oh, it was the film Battleship. The helmets in Battleship, the sort of alien creatures' helmets, looked almost exactly like Anthem. I couldn't stop thinking about Anthem whenever I saw them. So So there you go. That's my tenuous link to another thing entirely. What are we doing? I'll keep the area secured. Right. Okay. Oh wow! I think I actually shot that guy. Not incredibly. Oh dear. Stompy, Stompy McFutterson. Stompy, Stompy, Stompy McFutterson. I'll tell you what, just get the fuck out of my area. Be terrified. And I summon forth the dead. The dead aid me. Go, my units. Go, beers. Are you? Oh, you've gone into full necromech mode. I love. Do you know what? I love that film. I genuinely, I was watching it the other day and it was like, God, I love this film. They did everything so. I mean, it's an over-the-top action flick of nonsense, but it's an over-the-top action flick of nonsense that was really quite fun, which is kind of what you want in an over-the-top action flick of nonsense, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. You want it to be loads of fun. Bang! Oh, bang! Shins are dead. Shins are dead, shins are dead. Oh dearie, shins are dead. Oh please, off. Bang, bang. And I missed twice, which is not good with this gun since it's only got 2 bullets. But I absolutely adore that film. I love the fact that they made the alien weaponry, the alien sort of bomb weaponry. I just adore the fact that they went, let's make him the same shape as the pegs from Battleship. Because it's like, it's such a good use of that shape and such a good use of the source material. But yeah, I like that film. Unashamedly, I liked that film. Especially like even down to the sickening levels of patriotism that they did right at the end, where it was like all the old boys, you know, we are the American forces. And it's like, oh my God, we've got so much cheese. But you know, as much as I take the piss, it's like, oh, you've got so much cheese. Oh, I do love this amount of cheese. This is a good amount of cheese. Well played, developers. You've provided a very good amount of cheese. Oi! Don't know if I actually did the final punch there, but nonetheless. Oh, okay. Goo Poller. Ooh. Don't know if I want the Goo Poller.
During the chaos I intercepted a transmission. The firms the Grenier are holding the Ostron prisoner.
Lots and lots of stuff here. Could you not do that?
Commander is responsible for the Ostron's disappearance. Bring them to me for questioning.
True.
The officer is nearby. Track them down. There's the officer. Capture them.
Up we go away. Looks like they're going to get there way before I ever get there. Especially if I get distracted. Oh, shiny. No, there's no shinies though.
An easy interrogation.
Nice.
Our prisoner
Well
is
done.
proof. With more data, we can
Got one more section, and then we see if I've won my prize. One more
With
section,
the intel you've
and
gathered,
then I
I've
might have won
managed to
my
pinpoint
prize.
the
Oh,
trapper's
there's
Rescue
dudes!
him.
Bang, 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 bang,
There's
bang,
the
bang, bang,
captain.
bang, bang, bang,
Take out
bang.
the guards, but beware.
Oh yeah, of course, there's
Prisoner
an
has been
achievement in it
strapped
for
with
killing
bomb
people.
Detection.
From
Start the countdown to
up high.
detonation.
It is just
You've
slightly
been
awkward.
detected. Hurry up and free the prisoner
Plus,
before
I-
that collar explodes.
I really do need to actually
Guards
sort of...
are down.
Okay,
Defuse
never
the
mind.
collar now. You've
That's
taken
fine,
that prisoner.
that's fine.
Now
They
escort
win.
them to safety.
They did it. They did it for me. I'll live with
Citizen is
myself.
safe, and the Grenier now know what happens when you mess with our people.
Now, I'm just looking for some cheeky mining opportunities. I don't know. It's plausible they'll want to go again. No, they don't want to go again. They have gotten straight to the exit and gone, no thank you. Nah, cheeky mining opportunity. Not us. That's what we want. Nope. But someone does want to do it again. 2 people want to leave. 1 person wants to do it again. I am happy to do it again, so I vote on the affirmative, yes? I think I voted on the affirmative. Also, cheeky mining. Cheeky mining. Cheeky mining. Ah, there it is.
We can't let the Grenier
See it for
terrorize
looking.
the people of Cetus. Find this
Ooh,
trapper,
marvelous.
and if he's alive, bring him back to safety.
Plus, I can't deny it, the graphics, the CG done for Battleship was actually quite good. Probably not the best of the best, but still quite good. The alien ships were, I felt, really quite nicely designed.
Escort it to the extraction point before the enemy can destroy it.
Let's get in this guy. Oh, there's a Dargon. Surprisingly difficult to hit. So let's use the seeking missiles. There we go. Twat him up, motherfucker. Twat him up. Twat him up. Twat him down. Seeking missiles! I think it was last week I did specify we're just shooting the Pokemon seeking at them. Oh, fuck it. I'm getting down on the ground. It's too awkward. The problem is there's just a little bit... It's slightly weird that... Oh, I can't use seeking missiles anymore, that's a shame. But it's slightly annoying and weird that the aim... When you're just doing an Arcwing level, the aim seems fine. But when you're using your regular weapons in a regular level to do this in an Arcwing, it's so, like... It's very twitchy. Now, I know, you know, to a certain extent, I'm not going to lie, that's my choice of sensitivity. But, for some reason, in an Arcwing, it just feels worse than normal. It's like, you know, down here, I can do my aiming perfectly fine. And in the Arcwing levels, I can do my aiming perfectly fine. But put Arcwing on planet, and it's like, I mean, it's still Space Ninja-y. But, yeah. I mean, in fairness, they've always been called Space Ninjas, but even right at the very beginning, there wasn't exactly an emphasis on stealth. It's kind of, stealth has always been, even right back at the beginning, I think, at least. I might be proven wrong, but I'm fairly confident. Even, you know, right at the very beginning, stealth was almost secondary, so the idea of, like, hiding in the shadows is certainly not particularly anything it ever really sort of did. But, yeah, I mean, high-tech...
Just as I suspected, the Grenier drone saw the Ostron. We can use this information to help pinpoint his
I suppose, again, like, even gunplay right at the very, very beginning was in there. So it's kind of like, I don't know. As I say, I think they call them Space Ninjas, but really, I mean, there's nothing that, there's never, I don't think there's ever been anything that Space Ninja-y in terms of sort of direct. Oh, I think someone's already done it, haven't they? Yeah. Did we do it? No? Did we? Did we do it? Ow, I've been knocked out of the sky. Well, that's obnoxious as fuck. Yes, and we did manage to do it without killing anybody else. Superb. Well done, lads. Well done. Oh, now it's time to book it. Arguably, I suppose the Arcwing is nowhere near Ninja. But then again, there's a part of me thinking there's that famous-ish idea of the sort of the ninjas using the kites, where they sort of, you know, they come in sort of quite, you know, quite on kites, so they sort of fly to them flies. From fighting dudes inside of spaceships to flying around in the air across massive open world areas. Yeah, but this is the argument I think we have with Mr. Caliber, because you know, I don't necessarily feel they've not come away from ninjas in spaceships killing everybody. They've just added to the idea of, you know, they've added all these extra bits, and I do quite like the way it's evolved as well, to be honest, because I quite, you know, it's quite nice to have this sort of, okay, yes, we were always sort of meant to be flying around in space, but being on a planet like this is quite a nice idea, because it's kind of like, well, now we are truly sort of spacefaring individuals, because of course, you know, we get to go on a planet, we get to travel through space, And I get the impression, because I found a little bit more to do with the Railjackin system. Now, I haven't explored it yet, because I kind of want to build my own Railjack first. But it looks like you can become part of a crew on the Railjacks, so that's sort of a lot more kind of wandering around through, you know, going around space in a spaceship. So that could be quite fascinating to behold. Tell you what I think we should do, get some fuckers in here. Because I don't necessarily think Desecrate's going to be that useful here, but fuck it, we'll start desecrating some of these corpses to get some extra doings. Let's turn that off for now, and let's do a cheeky mine right in the middle of combat. Cheeky mine time. Nice. Pyro, exactly what I needed. Well worth the cheeky mine time. I see. You've, by saying enough things, you've triggered Nightbot. And he's like, oh shit, there's someone here. Here's the things. Quick. Because it's set to only trigger once a certain amount of lines of text has been detected in the chat box. So now you've done the correct amount of chatting. Nightbot's suddenly gone, oh, I'm awake. No, I was awake ages ago. So he's just suddenly twitched up, which I suppose is not an intentional choice of words. Despite the fact that obviously this is cheeky mine time, cheeky. Oh, Gara Neuroptic, marvellous. That's exactly what I wanted. So I probably don't have to do this one again. I can do some of the other missions just to build my standing. Feros, I mean, anytime it's probably... Oh, okay, this is interesting. I swear... Ah, there it is. It was that side. I swear, I looked at that side and went, nah, it's not that side. And it clearly was. Yes, the prisoner has been strapped with a bomb. Oh dear. Well, that was... I love the sort of nature of that. Detection will start the bomb. You've been detected. Oh. That immediate factor. Well, I think that was potentially all of the... let's get some fucking missiles that pop in this place. Bang, bang. Whoa. Hey. Ah, Mapricos. Dramatic Maprico harvest. That's what we like to see. The other thing I want? Nah, not really. Right, this time, what I might do... Oh, cheeky Maprico harvest. Might as well. Let's get that scanner back on. See if we can't get some cheeky mines. Cheeky mines. Vigilante supplies, I don't even know what they are, so no. No, I'm not. Cheeky mine. Gonna have a cheeky mine, Gonna have a quick one, cheeky mine. Shoes all in a line. Oh, yeah. But, well, this is going to be a piss poor cheeky mine, because I got shot by something. Not entirely sure what I got shot by, but there you go. Never in too much of a hurry. Oh. No, they're enemies. I thought they were creatures that I could tranquilize. I see. Vigilante supplies for your bow. No. I have not got vigilante supplies for my bow. But, hey, it means if I ever get round to doing vigilante supplies with a bow, I should be one step ahead of the game. Because I've collected whatever it is thereafter. I've now potentially been collecting it as well. Yes, something about Epona. Nobody cares, mate. Nobody cares. Oh. There was one here. Whee, there we go. I don't know whether the dude was in relation to my cheeky mining or something else entirely, but either way, he wasn't happy. Dude! Or he got something he really wanted. You can never tell with these people. Sometimes it's a grumbly dude, and sometimes it's a really happy, like, dude, I got the thing I wanted, dude. Fuck nuggets. Last mission results, which should be the mission I literally just did. Yes, it is. So the glass sigil, I don't think is actually doing anything for me, so that's disappointing. Revenant systems. I swear, did I not get? Oh no, there they are. Gara Neuroptics. Cool. So I'm going to need way more of that pyrotic shite, which is a problem, and way more of basically everything, I think, is the unfortunate thing. People should really do what I do and put stage directions in their messages. Sometimes it would really help, because it genuinely sometimes it's like, I don't know. Oh, I see, I'm still part of the squad. Are you sure I'm still part of the squad? I'm not convinced I'm part of the squad. Oh, I see, I'm part of the squad. Fuck. I didn't know that. I mean, oh yeah, fuck it, I'll do another one. Just didn't realise. When did I agree to do search and rescue a second time? Oh, a third time in fact, technically.
Eyes open. There's
But yeah, is this the same people?
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, it is the same people. Okay, cool.
We can't let the Grineer terrorize the people.
I mean, we
of
can if we
Sirius.
want to. I mean, just a,
And
I
if
mean,
he's alive, bring him back to safety.
just a technical detail.
The Grineer commander is likely responsible
searching
for
for-
the Ostron's disappearance. Bring them to me for questioning.
Searching for creatures, 'cause, you know, cheeky mining is
The
not good
officer
enough
is
for me.
nearby. Track them down.
We can do cheeky. We will do some cheeky mining, except this might be shit cheeky mining because, of course, there's enemies shooting me. But never let the ricochet of bullets distract you from the job
Easy
of mining.
interrogation.
Oh wow!
With more data,
Didn't
we
even
can
get there.
conclude.
Fuck me. I'm beginning to get the impression it's definitely a
I've
dude.
identified a drone that was
Why are you
active
so
near
shit?
Ostron's last known
Why are you
location.
never at the fucking site you're supposed to
So I
be
can
at?
examine its logs.
Oh, it's because I keep farming nettle bushes and mapricos and
nothing left of who they
generally
once were.
all of the other shit that I need in this
The
game.
drone is nearby. Find
I
it
don't
and hack
even
it.
take no mapricos.
That's it.
I
The
can't
drone
deny
is
it. I
under
don't even
control
technically
now.
need the fucking
Escort
stuff.
it to the extraction point
It's just
before
it's
the enemy can
there.
destroy it.
So I want it. It's it.
More Grineer inbound. Don't let them harm the
I
drone.
mean, there's always Grineer. I mean, technically, I know they've got something important in them because they've got, you know, missile brushes and missile pods and maprico berries. I don't know what that's used for, but I know it's important somewhere. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist, surely. Although in Warframe, I suppose, arguably, I'm sure Malice would inform you that there's plenty of things in Warframe that exist that shouldn't, and therefore make no difference. But nonetheless, you've got to assume at some point they have some pertinence.
They're sending another wave to
I
take
know
out
they
the
are,
drone.
that's why I'm
Stay
looking
vigilant.
for them. Here we go. Get out of the Duggan, get out of the Duggan, get out of the Duggan, sir. I was slightly hoping to leave the Duggan alive because I was going to thieve it, but never mind. Oh well, never mind. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, he does have that habit. It does grow frustrating on several occasions, but there you go. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. Just let me reload. That's it, son. There you
More
go.
Grineer
Yeah.
inbound. Don't let them harm
Oh
the
shit,
drone.
there's more people here than I thought there was. I don't know which one I'm focusing on. I think I was focusing on my ally, but never mind. Shooting my ally doesn't hurt them, luckily, because I do it a lot. Just prior to you arriving, I had a quick moment where the enemy sort of there was enemies around. The person sort of came in and kind of
They're sending another wave to
appeared
take
in
out the
front of me,
drone.
and it was like,
Stay
oh shit,
vigilant.
and I shot him in the face. So that was unpleasant for my ally. So it didn't make any actual difference, but unpleasant for the ally nonetheless. Just, you know, I'm spawning in to help you. Bang! Shot in the face. But I was going to help you. Is that a macro tree? No, I think that's just a normal tree.
Just as I suspected, the Grineer drone saw the Ostron. Use this information to help
Well,
pinpoint its current
oftentimes,
location.
on some occasions at least, we won't badmouth him too much behind his back, but on some occasions,
We need to put
the
Grineer
reason why it
on
can be
alert.
quite frustrating
Let them know the
is
Ostrons
because
are off limits.
he even admits,
Send them running.
but I've never played it, I've never done anything with it, I've never tried it, I've never even looked at it, and yet he hates it. And he's like, for fuck's sake, you at least have to know,
You captured the
you know,
location.
like
Do not let
sometimes
them retake it.
he has extremely well-formed opinions that you can't argue with because they are sufficiently well-formed. But other times, it's a little bit more sort of like, I hate it because I hate it. That's not... You do understand that's not a reason. That's not a reason, sir. I've got another mate who, on some occasions, you hear some of the things he says, and you sort of almost immediately understand the simple fact that you didn't think that, did you? So I can hear someone else in your words there, and it's like, at least if you are going to form a negative opinion about something, make sure you're the one making the negative opinion about it. But as I say, I do know someone who sometimes you do sort of, you hear the words they're saying and you just go, they're not your words, are they? Which, don't get me wrong, I've paraphrased and stolen other people's sentiments before, but I almost always will try at least to state, that X, Y, Z fella said it, to try and make sure it's known that it's not me, saying these things. But on some occasions, this fella I know sort of, he parrots the words, but you do sort of start questioning, do you actually understand what you're saying about it? No, I don't like it when people do that about things I like. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing, I don't know. I know you shouldn't, but sometimes if someone's spouting a load of, negativity about something you like, there's that element of, but I like it, stop talking shit about it. And you slightly take it a little bit too personally. It's not usually sort of a deliberate, intentional thing. You don't sort of set out to take it personally, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it chips away at you, and it's like, oh, stab that man. That's the reason I'm claiming for why I'm watching all of Naruto, I see. Well, it is sometimes worthwhile, because you never know. I've found several things a lot like that. It's more prominent in games, I think, where I don't know whether I just have a higher tolerance for garbage or whether I just enjoy things. I mean, some of it, to be honest, some of it is literally just me thinking, but if I was the creator of this, I wouldn't want this level of criticism. So I sometimes don't criticise as much as I perhaps should. I don't know. I have a very firm sort of like, I don't, if I was to build something like this, I don't want people shitting all over it. So I kind of find I don't shit all over other people's things, despite the obvious pointlessness of that. Oh, way, we done it. Marvellous. I wonder if it's the wisps that they're after. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, now you're on the ground. I'll slice your tits off, sir. And you don't really want that. Nick tricked me by showing me cool fight scenes. I see. Okay. Are we just straight doing it again? Or is the vote doing it again? Or are we doing it again? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. But the fight scenes certainly would probably be entertaining enough. But I suppose that's the problem. If the fight scene happens every 6 episodes, you've got 5 episodes of boring guff. And it's like,
We can't let the Grineer terrorize the people of Cetus.
As much as I can't not be critical about things, I know that sometimes people just like things because they like it. Yeah.
We need to put the Grineer on alert.
Oh shit, we are doing another. We're doing it again. I can't deny I probably won't do it too many more times because obviously they've got a specific purpose in mind for doing this, whereas I don't have that specific purpose. So I might book out next time. It's not worth. Now it's very much the mastermind theory. I've started, so I'll finish. Are we killing the big chunky boy? Big chunky boy kill? I think it might be a big chunky boy kill time. The big chunky boy is putting up more of a fight than you really need him to. Oh, except, of course, fighting the big chunky boy. Overall, from the 450 episodes. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a lot of episodes. But, ooh, Oberon Systems blueprint. Don't need it. I own Oberon, but, you know, nice to have. Oh, I think I just missed the sweet shot. I missed it again, but... Oh, big chunky Rogers in his legs. I'm gonna chunkily Roger his legs. Oh, the Rogers really don't... I mean, they're not a terrible choice for this situation. Oh, goddamn fucking Nox is here. Big boy Nox, big boy Nox, big boy Nox with his big boy Cox. I mean, the problem is it rhymed. Yeah? You see, I can't help it. If something rhymes, it has to be said. Oh, good lad, Necromech boy. Necromech. Everybody loves him, Necromech. Necromech. It is big and powerful. That's the other thing I really ought to try and start planning to go back and gather supplies for. But I keep needing to look... I need to look up how to get a couple of the pieces, because I'm not sure if it's just, okay, fight it, enjoy, or whether it's a bit more sort of... you have to do something very specific to get access to the necromechs. But it's not hugely important. Anyway, I'm going to summon my troop of undead creatures, because they'll probably be useful. Should have summoned them fucking about a minute ago, but never mind. Perfectly average in what it does, but the way people talk about it, you'd think it was the worst show ever. Well, that's how I get, again, that's where you get that sort of fandom sometimes, don't you? You get that rigid fandom that liked very specific things. I fear, once again, I'm going to be discussing the Malice Caliber behind his back again, but he's a little bit like that with Warframe. You know, set in his ways, it can't do anything. You know, I know to a certain extent a lot of it's based on they should be improving the fundamentals and not building new shit, but nonetheless, he does have a tendency to go, no, it's changing, I don't want it to be changing. Grumble, grumble, grumble. But that's what a lot of those sort of real dedicated hardcore fandoms do, isn't it? They sort of go, right, I enjoyed this first series, what the fuck are you doing changing things for the next ones? So it's a very... I don't envy being a creator of any of these things. And Iridite... Iridite, I was going to say. Oh. Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Kondrox. Pow. 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 Ah, dang it. I think I got two, but I missed one. Oh, crap. There's ghouls. I need to get that summoned quickly. Perfect capture. Marvellous. Where's the second one? Where's the second one? Please get... Oh, I think the second one... No, is the second one... Oh, I think the second one's just plain old dead. Would you please fuck off, please? Oh, well, at least I got one, I suppose. Yeah, at least I got one. Oops, I need Arcwind. Oh, away we go. I'm convinced Hate just came out around the time that the internet was taking off and its fan base was loudest. That's plausible. Yeah, that is distinctly plausible. But that's why I tend... That's why, weirdly, like, it's one of those things where surely interacting with other people who are fans of this thing that I'm a fan of would be quite nice and quite productive. But then you suddenly realise that sometimes it's really not.
More Grenier inbound. Don't harm the drone.
It's really not worth it, but I don't know. Ow. What just cracked my shields? I don't know. Ah, Iridite, marvellous. Well, I say marvellous, I mean, truth be told, it's of no real significance to me. Let's try and get into the skies once again. Get a bit of energy going, generally doing these.
More Grenier inbound. Don't let them harm the drone.
Well, I mean, I'll give it a go, but I've actually lost sight of where the drone is. Oh, did you have to blow the one of them up? I was going to thieve one. You was going to thieve a Durgan. Buddy. Yes, nice. Little headshot there, that was very satisfying. Oh, there's more in here. Yeah. Oh, they do this. Pushing all the wrong buttons. Laying waste to my foes with missiles.
They're sending another wave to take out
Are
the
they?
drone.
And
Stay
whereabouts?
vigilant.
Whereabouts? Give me a direction. Give me an option, tactic to pick. No, hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. Hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. 10 points to Gryffindor if you know the name of that song. Which is probably easy because I literally just told you the name of that song. But 10 points if you know who the song's by.
Just as I suspected.
Oh wait, we've done it. Marvellous, the drone arrived.
We can use this information to help pinpoint his current location.
Oh, random shit lying on the ground.
The Grenier commander is likely responsible for the Ostron's
Yes,
disappearance.
yes.
Bring them to me for
You get no
questioning.
points. No, you don't.
The officer
It's
has been
Miracle of
Track them
Sounds.
down.
Hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks, which was a sort of Mickey take song of Resident Evil. I'm gonna say 6, I think is the one, the action one that not many people liked, because obviously, you know, most of that game, and I love that song. I like the game, but I love the song because it really does sort of just take the piss.
Prisoner is on the move.
Oh fuck! This was the one where you weren't supposed to kill things. Ah, cock. Oh well, fuck it. I forgot. I just came in. I came in guns blazing, which was the problem. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. What do I care about not killing people?
Take out the guards.
Whole game should be
But
killing
beware,
people.
The prisoner has been strapped with a bomb collar.
Oh, this is another one
Detection
where
will
I'm going to
start
be
the
like
countdown
6
to
hours too
detonation.
late to the party.
You've been detected. Hurry
true.
up and free the prisoner
I
before that
I
collar
think we've literally
Guards are
freed the
down.
prisoner, dear.
Defuse the collar now.
I don't know where the. Yeah, I was going to say the prisoner's freed, prisoner's done, prisoner's. Well, I've got a second Gara optics. Well, that's
The Grenier now know what happens when you mess
not
with
exactly what I wanted, but it'll do.
Earn dismounted, you know.
But yeah, I quite enjoyed 6. I didn't mind it. I can see why people disliked it because it is very sort of action heavy and less horror heavy, which is kind of not necessarily what you want from a Resident Evil. But I still quite enjoyed it as a sort of amusing little game. I quite enjoyed it. Oh, ghouls! I don't really want to deal with ghouls. In fact, what I technically want to do is head back to the entrance of Cetus because this time I do want to leave and perhaps do something else. I don't know specifically what I want to do, but I do want to do something else. I think that's Cetus, so I think I'm heading... Oh no, that's the entrance to Cetus, potentially. Where they're heading. Oh. Cheeky bit of iridite. Yes, please. Swarming in. Hey, how come you're allowed to use your Arcwing here? Yeah. The fuck? The fuck is this bullshit? You're not allowed Arcwings in the house. How dare you? How dare this man have an Arcwing in the house? Who are you as well? Scardog, what are you? What frame are you? Okay, for some reason... Yeah, for some reason the message at the top there that usually shows things isn't there, so I might have to do a visual inspection. I think it's got to be Sarin? Might be Sarin Prime. If it stands still for 5 seconds, I might be able to see what the fuck he is. Let's say here, my instinct says it's Sarin. It makes me think Sarin Prime because I don't recognise it as just plain Sarin. Yes, stop shooting me, sir. I've got a bigger gun than you, sir. Probably does less damage, but it is still bigger. Right, so this time I think I've exited mission complete, marvellous. We're through here, superb. Oberon, Gara, Inner Optics, Kondrok Wing, superb. Mortis Horn, oh marvellous, I've got the horn. I didn't know I wanted a horn, but I've nonetheless got the horn. Right, so I think we're now out of... I might just leave Cetus, because that will definitely get me out of the fucking group that I seem to be stuck in. No, there we go. I think I am free of people now. Which no, blimey, that's a hell of a statement of selfishness, isn't it? I'm free of people. Good. I'm so glad I'm free of the people. Alright, let's have a look. We should be able to do some stuff with this gun. Although, then again, I've only got 6 points. Quick draw McGraw, no return, puncture, yes, bore, puncture, general damage, that riven mod that I still can't really do anything with, but I suppose technically I ought to keep it just in case I can eventually do something with it. Quick draw, level 6 quick draw. Do I have the higher? Yes, I do. Level 7 quick draw. Do I have a level 8 quick draw? Does such a thing exist? No, it doesn't. So let's go level 7 quick draw. Then I'm not going to be able to do anything with 1 point, so that's not a problem. That should already have suitable upgrades. The best, I've no idea, but suitable, certainly. Only got 1 available upgrade slot there. Disruptor. Oh yes, this is impact. And reload and damage. Marvellous, right. There we go, there we go, there we go. I think I'll stick to my boy Necros. We might as well have a Necros evening. An evening with Necros, which is probably, I don't know, probably not a terrible thing. Right now, the question is, do I want to go back to Cetus? Oh, no. I'll tell you what I want to do. I know for a fact I can't build all of the pieces, but I am slightly curious what is required of them. So let's go Warframe, drop down to the G's. Gara. Here we go. So I do have... Oh, I should mark that off, because otherwise I'll forget that I picked it up. So superb. Gara. Ding, 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 ding. Right, so we need Copyright Alloy, which... awkward. Iridite, not so bad. Shark Electroplax, that is fishing. Escher de Var, going to be awkward. Pyrotic Alloy, going to be awkward. Grokdrill's fine. Cetus Wisp is fine. Yeah, Copyright Alloy is the one I'm most concerned about. And the Escher de Var. Pop to my mining section. There we go. Escher de Var. We can probably get, we can get another batch of those going. Tier Azurite, we can probably get another batch of them going. Purge Dagonic, again, we can probably get another batch of those. Hesafron, we need more Hesafron. Sometimes the sentences you have to say in this game. Devolved Namelon, fine. Copyright Alloy, okay, that's actually, Copyright Alloy is not going to be as big a problem as I thought it was. Pyrotic Alloy, however, is going to be a problem because I need Cryotic, which could prove troublesome. Yes, I don't really want to use the pyro, so I want to avoid building tempered bapholite. But yeah, it's going to be Cryotic is proving a huge issue, and pyro in general we need. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, that was the shadow of the boy, wasn't it? Damned boy shadow. Different boy if you were thinking of Grandia 2, though. There's boys everywhere. They keep following me. I don't know why. It's very annoying. Right, let's check in on the Nightwave. Just have a poodle. Hey, there we go. Nightwave. What sort of things do we have here?
Who have we got on the line?
With only a primary weapon equipped.
I don't
Well, that's
have a
probably
line.
not too bad. Mercy Kill is awkward. Radiation damage might be terrible. Art gun could be problematic. Capture missions, I don't really like capture missions. Oh, actually, capture's alright. I was thinking of other ones. Complete a survival mission reaching at least 30 minutes. Good lord. Kill or convert a Kuvalik. I really should try and get around to doing that one. About the little boys thing. Yeah, probably. I was probably leaving that joke available for people to make themselves. Orokin Derelict Vaults. Interesting, okay. And 10 Syndicate missions. With these Syndicate missions, are there any missions for the Syndicate I actually want and care about? No, no, and no. So no, it is just the ones I couldn't give a shit about. We could do that sanctuary again, but I don't really want to. I could look into doing more prime gear. Try and have a go at getting more prime gear out. I don't know if that's hugely worthwhile. Oh, let's check in on here. Orokin Catalyst. Oh, yes, I probably ought to do that. Detonite, Twin Vipers, Deborah Vandal, Sheave Hilt. Okay, now that's an interesting one. Do I need the Sheave Hilt? I think I might. Let's pop in here. Search. Okay. If I click the right buttons, I can search. Sheave. Do I need the... Yes, I do need the hilt. In fact, the hilt is the one thing I do need, so that is an important one to try and capture. So at least we've got our next task. Whoop, 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 whoop. Right. Sheave hilt. We've not got a